Afternoon, everyone. Virgo Triad here. It is April 23rd, 2018. Hope everyone is having a great day. I wanted to address a couple of individuals who, for some reason, seem to feel that they can debunk the things that the Virgo Triad channel has said based on basically lies. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some things that have been going on over the last week because I don't want it to get misconstrued or stop anyone from actually learning the real truth and the real facts as to what this redemption scam, um, these redemption scammers rather, are pushing out there. So what you're looking at is actually a video that was created by the Harvey Dent channel, and it's called Truth Seeker Tips, TDA as a Barometer. Now in this, of course, Harvey claims that the Virgo Triad channel is a government shill of some sort, or who knows who she works for, and it's always all the same thing. Somebody that may actually be well versed in finance and law, of course, can't just be a normal human being. They have to be working against the agenda somehow, working as a government shill of some sort, or, just some other BS, especially fall back onto that when they can't be really debunked. But it's not Harvey that I'm paying attention here. I personally find Harvey to be rather irrelevant at this point. He's not selling packages, and therefore off of my radar in terms of doing very much damage in comparison to a lot of others that are selling packages are. So, this is not about Harvey. This actually is more about someone who posted a comment on Harvey's channel on that video. And if you want to take a look at the actual comment yourself, I will link it in the description for you. Patriots United Broadcasting, otherwise known as Jeremy Burris, actually posted this on Harvey's channel, which when I watched a video that someone had sent to me off of Harvey's channel, it ran me into this, and I was really taken back by this. Normally, I don't address specific comments from individuals like this, but the reason that I was so taken back by this was because I had spent such a great amount of time actually answering Jeremy's questions. So he makes a statement here that, laugh out loud, it's funny that you talk about Virgo Triad in this video. I've called her out on her bullshit. She can't prove anything. I've asked her, but fear-mongering. Love your work, keep it up. Okay, now, this comment is actually so false that it's really sad. I mean, why the need to lie so much? This was actually posted 3 days ago, and I'm going to take you over to my video, in which 5 days ago, and you'll see this is actually my video with regards to the urgent IRS warning about TDA, A4V gurus, and tax filers about the IRS Dirty Dozen scam. And you see in the comment section here, 5 days ago, Patriots United Broadcasting requested proof that there is a law on the books that you have to pay taxes. I got a reward of $10,000 for that proof. Your video is for the sheeple and the scared slaves. You are pushing fear. Now, we've already discussed in my previous video that fear-mongering is about rumors that are erroneous, rumors that are over-exaggerated. This is not a rumor. This is fact. I've been able to link you guys several times to this page of the IRS explaining that this law is in fact on the books, and in addition to that, the frivolous arguments are indeed in the code. So what I did as a reply is I forwarded this entire reply to Jeremy to help him to understand that not only are the codes and the statutes there, but also case law, in case he wanted to follow the argument of common law. Okay, so as you can see, this is a very lengthy comment. It gives all kinds of different case laws in addition to the codes and the statutes through the IRS, explaining to Jeremy that he was incorrect with regards to this. But it didn't stop there. Jeremy actually made, and there are many of the people on the channel that were trying to point him in the right direction also, but Jeremy actually made an additional comment with regards to claiming that, number one, that how old are you again? Don't understand the comment there. I didn't insult Jeremy in any way, so I have no idea why he is referring to me as a 7th grader or anything else, but he states the 9th Supreme Court. Jeremy, I'm sorry, there is no 9th Supreme Court, but he claims regardless that it ruled that you do not have to pay taxes. You have given case laws but no laws. Statutes and codes only apply to government employees, not to the public. That is not true. Codes and statutes both apply to everyone. But even if you don't want to go that direction, the reason I provided the case laws or the cases in this matter is because it sets precedents. Now, precedents is set based on judicial cases. And so I provided those in addition in case of this argument. He clearly didn't like what I was saying and continued to harass to some extent. So at that point, it was necessary for me to block him as he was starting to make claims of abuse and all these other things that didn't occur on my channel. So I went ahead and blocked the Jeremy so that this way there wouldn't be any miscommunication any further. And as you can see here, one of my commenters said, Patriots United Broadcasting, Jeremy, why did you lie on Harvey's video saying you called out Virgo on her claims and that she could prove nothing? You know you lost when you resort to lying, right? Now, sadly, why this lie, I can't tell you, but this is what tends to happen with these individuals. Certainly, I didn't anticipate collecting that $10,000 reward. I didn't believe it was there in the first place. But the fact that Jeremy would actually go out of his way to go on Harvey Dent's channel, make a comment, and claim that I was not able to provide him any proof at all, that basically I just kind of avoided him or ignored him, makes absolutely no sense. So I wanted to address this because for those of you that would actually take a look at the conversation, you're going to find that there was a lot of information that was provided to Mr. Burris with regards to the laws, the statutes, and the cases that would apply, thereby proving that there is a law on the books, not only one, but several, that provide you with information regarding having to pay taxes. Now, this video wasn't even about paying taxes. This video was about a warning to the public regarding accepted for value, filing 1099 OIDs based on Treasury direct accounts, and so on and so forth. But you'll notice that that wasn't even broached here. The main argument was wanting me to provide proof that there's a law that states that we have to pay taxes, and there is. There's actually several. I cited those laws. I cited the cases that set precedents for those laws prior to the statutes being changed in addition. So, regardless of that, one of the things that I do want to address is this. It states your videos are for sheeple and the scared slaves. No, I'm sorry, Jeremy. You indeed are the sheeple. You are the ones that are actually trying to find a way to basically lie and cheat your way out of what your responsibilities are. The group of individuals that follow these gurus are people that specifically do not want to be held accountable for their own actions, and they are specifically individuals that do not want to do things like get automobile insurance. They don't want to pay taxes. They don't want anything that the federal government puts out there. They don't want to deal with. They don't want to be held accountable when it comes to laws, really in any way, shape, or form. And the more that I present proof that these things are laws, the more angry they become. As a result of that, they like to do things like file false claims, like community standards claims and these sorts of things. Now, they don't work, but the point is just like what they do in the court system by filing fraudulent paperwork and trying to just basically bulk up the system. They will try to do the same thing to this channel and several other channels that debunk what their ideology is, because there is an agenda. And even if people like Jeremy don't realize what the real agenda is, they also refuse to believe that anything that they've been told, if it's been told to them by someone who they think has the answers to getting all of this money, they will just completely push it aside and try to find a way to negate it. Now, there are people like Miss April LaJune that will call out Virgo Triad by simply claiming something like this. And I quote, Virgo Triad is a moron and she has no idea how to run a business. Okay, there's no way to debunk something that is a personal opinion. It also makes no sense whatsoever to put out there to your audience unless you're trying to make sure that easily persuaded individuals don't listen to what Virgo Triad is saying. Okay, that's the only agenda. Why not try to debunk something that I say? Why not try to provide some sort of proof of your own? But you'll notice she never will. And the reason that she won't is because she can't. And everything she's tried so far, I've already gone in and debunked. The main purpose for me showing you guys these things is because more and more as I get deeper into these people's ideology, and the more I debunk them, the more angry they're becoming. And as a result of that, it's having a backlash effect. So more and more you're hearing things that are hearsay or that are just personal opinions that don't have anything to do with actually debunking anything that I've said. For example, Harvey Dent has made claims that I don't back up anything with proof. But yet if you look at all of my videos, every single one of them, you'll find that my proof and my sources are right there in the description on every single video. So just because someone says something doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. But here's one big one that I want to talk to you guys about. And fortunately for Jeremy, it was somebody that was trying to stick up for him. Unfortunately for Jeremy and for the person that actually put this up, I'm going to now have to debunk it. So John Sandstrom went in under Jeremy's comment and put, boom, totally pushing fear. People can suck the IRS. I'm not going to say that word if they want, but Joe Banister, former IRS enforcement agent, proved that we aren't even required to file. There is no law, only their intimidation. If only the sheep would wake up. Here's my response, and I'm about to put a link to where this response came from. On August 27, 2008, the United States Tax Court ruled that Banister was liable for federal income tax and penalties for failure to file his 2002 federal income tax return and report as income $23,000 in a distribution from the retirement plan and other income. Banister appealed, and the United States Court of Appeal ruled against him. In a later case, the Internal Revenue Service determined that for tax years 2003 through 2006, Banister had tax deficiencies of $179,786 plus Section 6651A2 penalties for failure to timely pay, $44,946.50 plus Section 6651F penalties for fraudulent failure to file, and $130,000 plus penalties of $6,022.84 for failure to timely pay installments of estimated income tax. In that case, the tax court ruled that Banister was liable for a penalty of $25,000 under Internal Revenue Code Section 6673 for engaging in frivolous litigation. Frivolous litigation. Does that sound familiar, folks? Banister appealed, but the decision was upheld by the Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit on November 21st, 2016. The Court of Appeals added a penalty of $8,000 against Banister under Rule 38 of the Federal Rules of Appellate Procedure for filing a frivolous appeal. A frivolous appeal. Again, frivolous paperwork. Banister then filed a petition, U.S. Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court denied his request in October of 2017. You guys, this is really recent. And let me take you over to Mr. Banister's information that you can read this for yourself. Now, keep in mind, Joe Banister is one of the people that is going all over YouTube, Facebook, and all other social networks through the sovereign citizen groups, through the Freemen on the Land groups, through the Moors groups, trying to prove by using this man's cases that taxes do not have to be paid. Really? Because it looks to me like he absolutely had to pay taxes, and none of his cases were won. He was denied going to the Supreme Court, and I'm not getting it. But I hear from another party who watches my channel that said, isn't it funny how Virgo never debunks or tries to discredit Joe Banister? Joe Banister is this wonderful person that came out and, was a part of the IRS. And he came out and said, that no, you don't have to pay taxes. And his own ideology, his own lectures, his own stuff failed him, his personal case. But yet that's what you want to preach to the people that you're trying to teach? Come on, guys. Let's get with it here. So here we go, guys. Here's Joe Banister. Joe Banister, who is the Criminal Investigation Division agent for the Internal Revenue Service that he previously worked for. And if you just go down and look at his personal tax issues, you will be able to read every single thing that I just provided for you. His arguments did not work. His arguments got him in a lot of hot water, owing an extreme amount of taxes. And these are the people that they're quoting based on the fact that people will listen to anything that agrees with their supposed ideology. You really need to do your own research before you start quoting people and claiming that there's no way that Virgo Triad can debunk them. All right, guys, that's it for this time. I'm done. And normally I don't do videos like this, but I've got to be honest. I'm sick of it. I'm really sick of it. These people claim to be knowledgeable and intelligent, and the information is right at your fingertips. 9 out of 10 of these individuals have felonies and criminal records that involve scams and schemes and things that are thousands of dollars that they've taken people for. Get with the program, people, seriously. I mean, if you're going to scam and damage people, expect that people are going to check out your sources. And when you find out, when they find out that the sources really aren't at all what you've claimed, expect some kickback, expect some backlash for your lies and deceit. And that's all this is, folks. Lies and more deceit. All right, everyone. Sorry to have to put you through this, but I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of what's being said and what I feel about it. I've been asked by several people, and I figured just easier for me to make a video about it, even though under normal circumstances, I wouldn't. But everybody take care. Have a great week, and there'll be much more posted this week. Bye-bye.